Welcome back. Another thing that Bridge is used for is for sorting and labeling images. Let me explain. As you're going through your images, perhaps you've just taken them, you're trying to pick out the ones that you like the best. Or maybe you're sitting with a client and you're picking out the ones they like the best. Adobe Bridge has a built-in labeling system that allows you to assign stars 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stars to the images, which will allow you then to sort them later based on maybe you put 1 star with all the images that are going to be 5 by 7 or 2 stars with the images that are going to be 8 by 10, etc. Now you can assign the stars a couple of different ways. One way is when you have an image selected, you see these dots below it. You can click on the dots, and depending on which one you click on, that's the amount of stars that it will get. 1 for the first dot, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. To clear that, you click right beside the 1 and it will remove all the stars. You can also use the shortcut of Command and then the number on your keyboard. So Command 2 would assign 2 stars to an image. Command 4 would assign 4 stars. Command 0 will remove all of the stars. Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to assign some stars to each of these images based on just randomness, no actual labeling going on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and there's a drop-down box that allows me to sort the images. So right here where this star is placed, I'm going to click the drop-down arrow. And I'm going to ask for it to show me all of the 5 stars or more images. And here's these 5. And then it's going to show me the 4 or more. So it'll show me the 4 and 5 stars. It'll show me 3 or more. So 3, 4, and 5, etc. I can clear the filter, which then brings me back to seeing all the images regardless of whether they have been labeled with a star or not. Now, if I want to clear all of the stars from all of the images, all I have to do is select the images, click the 0, it will remove all of the stars. We're back to where we were originally. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go in and adjust my preferences for the Bridge workspace window. In order to do so, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select Adobe Bridge CC, and then I'm going to go down and select Preferences. Now, if I were working off of a PC and not a Mac, I would select Edit, and the Preferences option would be available under my Edit menu option. However, since I'm working off of a Mac, I'm going to select Adobe Bridge Creative Cloud, go down, select my Preferences option. It will open the Preferences window, and we will see a lot of the different options that we have available. I'm going to look at my general options first. Now, under the general options, you'll see that I can adjust things such as appearance, behavior, add to my favorites, etc. Under appearance, you'll see 2 sliders. One is for the user interface, which are the panels to the left and right that house our tab. In the center is our image backdrop, and also behind our preview window. This adjusts what it looks like. If you like a white background, if you like a dark background, you can adjust that here. And that is just behind the images, behind your thumbnails and the preview. I like a dark color behind my images. I like a darkish color for my panels. And then the accent color, which is this green highlight color that you see for my workspace up in the upper right hand corner. On the left, you'll see my folder selection. It's highlighted in green. And then my different thumbnails also have a green stroke around them. I can change that color. I can select a ruby color. I can select amber, which is the default. I can select whichever one I prefer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select ruby. We'll see everything is now red, and I'm going to leave that. Now, the next thing I'm going to adjust is a startup script, and you'll see several checkboxes here. The one I want to point out is the one that says Adobe Photoshop CC Contact Sheet 2. Previously, within Photoshop, it contained a plugin called Contact Sheets and Picture Package, where you could create contact sheets and picture options as a photographer. I want to make sure this checkbox is selected because those are very functional options to use within Bridge. So I can also go up, I can select metadata, and I can select the different options under metadata that I would like to show up. I can select keywords, how I want those to show up. Filetype Associations is also a very important option under Preferences. You can select what program you want to open different types of files. So say you work in Illustrator more than you work in Photoshop, and you want your PNG files to always be opened within Illustrator, or you want your JPEGs to always be opened by Photoshop out of Bridge. This is where you go to make those settings. Alright, I'm going to click OK to save my changes. You'll see my highlight color is different. My background color behind my images is different. And I am now ready to open an image in Adobe Camera Raw and make adjustments there.